Can you hear me now, Karen? Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. Hey, Donna.
Karen, would you mind unmuting and saying something just for us to check our audio?
Sure. I can hear you just fine.
Great, thank you so much. Appreciate your help. Hi, Rady. Good to see you. Welcome.
Hi, Neely. Hi, Karen.
Hey, Rainey. Good to see you.
Good to see you again as well. Got to get my headphones working. Wrong button. Be right back.
Okay.
Hi, Mary Jo. Welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Hemet. Welcome. So glad to see you. Welcome, Venerable. Glad to see you.
Same here. Waking up. I hear you had a lovely retreat this past week.
Yes, it was really wonderful, really wonderful.
One of our practitioners got to come. I don't know if you got a chance to meet her, Jan, RSPC. I haven't talked to her since she's been back, but I'm so glad she was able to come down.
Yeah, it was really fun to get to know her.
Yes, Jan was here. It was delightful to have her with us.
Hi, Julie. Welcome. Good to see you. Hi, Jan. Welcome.
Oh, hi. It's good to be there. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Glad you're here
Oh.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad I am too. I'll put my face on now. there's rain.
Geshe is going to be a little late. There was a driver coordination issue, but he's on his way.
Hi, everyone. This is Donna. Since Geshe is going to be late, we're going to do a round of praises to the 21 Taras. So if you're in the Gampa, that's page 189 in the Gold Prayer Book. From your sublime abode at the Potala, O Tara, born from the green letter Tam, your crown adorned with Amitabha, action brother of the Buddhas of the 3 times, Tara, please come with your attendants. The gods and demigods bow to your lotus feet, O Tara, you who rescue all who are destitute. To you, Mother Tara, I pay homage. O my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator, homage Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of 3 worlds, tear-born lotus. Homage she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as 1,000-star collection. Homage golden blue and lotus, water-born in hand adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors' children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with Tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with her feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the All-Lord, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, Marut, honored by the hosts of spirits, corpse raisers, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her tray and pace sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right in, blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to Ray, very dreadful, destroyer of Mars champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorn her with 3 jewel mudra. Light ray masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her. Homage, she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful laughing with Tutare, subjugating Mars devas. Homage, she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her whom sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage, crown adorned with crescent moon, all ornaments most shining. Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage, she mid-wreath ablaze like eon ending fire abiding. Righteous lip and joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage, she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with Om Soha, destroyer of the great evil. She with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, frees with whom in knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to Ray with seed letter of the shape of syllable, whom by foot stamping shakes the 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vindhya. Homage holding in her hand the hair marked moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara and Pei, totally dispelling poison. Homage, she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage, she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, destroys hosts of spirits, yakshas, and raise corpses supreme Ture. These praises with rude mantras and prostrations thus are 21. Whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites this with supreme faith, this is on page 190 in the Gold Prayer Book, remembering it at dawn upon waking and in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. The multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the sufferings of torments caused by spirits, fevers, and poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you will receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled and all obstacles pacified.
Geshe-la's pulling up right now.
Just go, just refuge bodhicitta. Just refuge bodhicitta.
Okay.
Just refuge bodhicitta. We'll do together.
Okay. Page 98 in the Gold Prayer Book.
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Chang Pardu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chinyengi Pesanamgi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shog
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chinyengi Pesanamgi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shog
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Changchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesunamgi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Sho
Padala Mimilami Andi Omala Jaji Laso Chuje Chola Chawa Chawa Nama Sanje Sorara Laji Nidari Randa Bechunye Chinen Deji Nama Lai Kita Lunda Neji Kiti Wanda Kanke Tuze Nyeso Ne Tawa Tamje Pompe Tampe Chine Tenze Kodam Dela Chaze Good evening. Sorry, very early today. Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well. Haven't seen you last 2 weeks, almost got long break. So, not much time left, so we'll start the class, okay? Yeah. Which stanza? It, unfortunately, here's no number. So where we like out of 6 perfections, which perfections? I think we are going through the 6 perfections, right? Which one? First, second, third? You finished? Oh. Oh, so we are at the beginning?
Yes, it mentions the.
I thought like I already explained the generosity, no? So there's like brief explanations of the 6 perfections. Then there's like detailed explanations. Oh. Can you read what it says in it? Oh.
Generosity, discipline, patience,
Oh, that's where we
perseverance.
stop? This is where we stop?
This is where we're going to start.
Oh, we are going to start. Okay, okay.
On 8.
Oh, yeah. So that means we haven't started 6 perfections. We are going to start. Okay. So some of maybe you are all here. Like this is the title of this text called like a letter to a friend. That composed by Master Nagarjuna, Indian Master Nagarjuna, who greatly contributed to reestablish Mahayana Dharma, Mahayana teaching, even in India after Buddha's lifetime, when Buddha passed, after like 400 years after Buddha's parinirvana, so then the Nagarjuna was born. Then Master Nagarjuna managed to live. And in the prophecy in the sutra said Nagarjuna will live like 150 years. Maybe he lived 150 years. So then after 9 years, then there's Asanga, Arya Asanga, another master who established part of the Mahayana teaching, what's called like mind-only school systems. So he'll elaborate on that. And he's the one who did like 12-year retreat in the cave, hoping to see Meteor Buddha. Then goal is to receive teaching directly from Meteor Buddha. But end of the 12 years, not the beginning, but the very end of the 12 years. So Arya Asanga managed to see Meteor Buddha, then receive the teachings. I think Prabhupada went to Tushita realms one morning, I think equivalent of 50 years of human life, one morning, 50 years of human life, one morning. So then received all the teaching, then brought it back as a gift to our world. This is all now in the all the translated. It's in Tibetan also too. Oh yeah. So this text written by Master Nagarjuna to friend here refers to king who rules for a large subject. So then Master Nagarjuna is giving him advice or tips how to run the kingdom basically based on ethical systems. So then that's what his advice is. Okay, so we are starting that, and indirectly, Nagarjuna telling all of us, not just directly telling the king friend, indirectly all of us. Jinda Tsutim, there's a root text. Jinda Tsutim, Samdetang, generosity, ethic, patience, joyful effort, concentrations, patience likewise, wisdom, share up wisdom, shame, parochins. Deda Jesu Sivi Janso in parochim by Jave Ombojus. Yeah, oh, sorry, this does have a number. In Tibetan, very tiny. Right next to the text, it's hard to confuse. Maybe text is not existent. Cheers on the tea, so Lamrim temper. So Lamrim part of the chimba one things. So this is like actually this part of the text is actually explaining the actual path. Lamrim and like based on 6 perfections, And the actual part is going to explain based on 6 professions. Okay, Taeyang, Tambo, first, part of Chimbo, 2 dozen in the beginning. Nagarjuna will explain our 6 profession briefly. Then after that, so then one by one, then like the detailed explanations. Pardo Chimbo Trubu Kangshana, what are those 6 perfections? So there's the perfection of generosity, Jimbe Pardo Chimbo, perfection of ethic, perfection of patience, perfection of joyous effort or joyful effort, doing things with pleasant mind, right? Pleasant mind, happy mind, not just effort. And here, like this effort is like the definition, Gyawala to is simple. Gyawala to means mind that pleased by virtuous deed. Mind that pleased by virtuous deed. That is the definition of joyful effort. Gyawala to is simple. So that kind of effort, okay. Someday for the chimbo, perfection of concentrations, samadhi, no shamatha, samadhi, concentrations. The profession of wisdom, so tenam tangbo, mingi gone, those of them, Nagarjuna explained this profession briefly by name, or just a brief explanation. Ta teta be pardo chimbo tubo debu shindu jachimbo sam michaba yung be chinnas. The result of practicing 6 professions is like immense, or like immeasurable, immense. There's a teacher in the possibilities. That's why it's called perfections. The 6 generosity, ethics, patience, effort, concentrations, wisdom. These are called perfections. The reason, because the result is immense, immeasurable. That's why it's called perfections. Okay? Teaching us, means therefore, Pardochimba Jews. Tetabe Pardochimba to Buddha, Jabber, Judge, Jabu Dije Sambal Loveji, Ludusumbares. Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna told King Deje Sambo, that's his name, let's just say, also Europe, not America, but different countries have kings. So Deje Sambo, that's his name. Maybe there's some story in Lamrim, Liberation Palm, I'm not sure about this king, Deje Sambo. So Nagarjuna advising his friend King Deje Sambo study 6 professions, depth, very deep details, not just name, need to study the detail. That's why Nagarjuna is giving him detailed explanation of each professions, hoping that he will take care, he will run the subject based on ethics, this profession, okay? Da teya jabu chorang jimbaya botans. They said, King Deje Sambo, that you need to perform generosity well, jimbaya botans. So now here, like in text, the Indian master Vasubandhu, they wrote a text called Treasury of Knowledge. In Sanskrit, it's called Abhidharma. there's also like explanation of its perfections. So then there's also like how to give, what to give, how to give, when to give, time-wise, excellent generosity based on time, object, based on the materials, material based on object whom you are going to give, and how to give. Ancient time, the king, they built small house, kind of like a house there you see in front of the beach, guard people, like the beach guard, something like that, not that like exact like that, but that height, but nice looking, small. Then king comes, king or queen, they comes there, then they give it to the people, the subject, poor subject, they come one by one. Then king give, out of respect, like to show respect they give. Yumi onas. In Abhidharma Kosha, in the text, the Vasubandhu says, Yumi onas, object someone heart, someone you don't like. That's hard part we don't give. In order to have in order to do the excellent giving, you need immune ones. Object that you don't like that person, then maybe you don't get along. Material, not any kind. One of the best that you possess. One of the best you have. Kam, like not like drawing, like very close. Kam, it's like measurement. Lukang. Someday tinnitus. That's why I need to give close by. So that's why they built this house of generosity. It's not a part of it's not in the palace, but it's like outside the palace. That's where the king and the queen, the royal family come there and go there and keep, and somebody hand it. So that explain whom to give, what to give, how to give. So then, like excellent generosity, that's hard, but you do what you can, like, right? You do what you can do. Maybe start with the person that you love. So then maybe slowly, of course, within the relative close distance, then slowly, strange. Maybe, hopefully, maybe someday able to give the enemy. How to say? Nagarjuna telling King Deja Sangbo, do good offerings, practice ethic well, practice patience well, practice joyful effort, meditations. Not just him, all the people in his kingdom, probably he needs to teach them how to do that. So then, Tibet is supposed to be like that, Tibet. Culture-wise, is very deeply rooted in Buddhism. The leader, since like first Dalai Lama to 14th Dalai Lama, the leader is kind of spiritual leader leading the countries. Now they change, but many like till 14th Dalai Lama, during the 14th Dalai Lama, this Dalai Lama, somehow thought it better to change that. So now, so not necessarily led by a leader, but elections, like democracy. Maybe he's already thought down the road is better. The system from first Dalai Lama to the 14th Dalai Lama, Tibet was ruled by a spiritual leader. Maybe that era is now. Anything that began at some point, it will end. Like end with voluntarily or by force. Then his holiness choose to end voluntarily. Offering that. Then the Mabu is Tada, one of Tada Jebas on the Penyabu, Pemba Kayu Jenas. Then the question arises, like, what is the benefit? Practice generosity yourself, teaching all the subjects to practice those. What is the benefit? Yeah, so legitimate questions. Siva comes from Siva. Siva is another name for samsara. That's another name for samsara. Korwa. In English they translate cyclic existence. Kor literally means round. Siva is another word for samsara. Siva comes from three realms: desire, form, desire realm, formless realm. So that is not different than samsara. There is samsara. Siva calls Kowe Janso. Kowe Janso is like an ocean of samsara. That's what it means, ocean of samsara. Kowa Din Janso Chimbuta Vushins. So the metaphor for samsara is like oceans. It's like samsara is like biggest oceans. But samsara is not a place. I think we should not confuse. Samsara is not a place. If it's a place, then is it United States, or is it like Nepal, or is it India? So you can buy a ticket and just go. It's not a place. It's a little bit complicated. So it sounds like here, it's kind of like sounds like a place, but it's not a place. It is like being born again and again, not out of like generally speaking, the force of affliction and karma. That is that movement, that cycle is samsara. It's not a place. So then, doesn't matter wherever you go, you are not going to be free from the cycle unless you break the cycle. Break the cycle. That's something. It's not a place, okay? But it sounds like desire realm, form realm, it's part of samsara, but samsara is not a place. Comes from Kowe Janso, the ocean of samsara. Kowa di Janso Chimbu. Samsara is like big oceans. Janso Chimbu Ti Pardo Chimbu Devushi. Janso Chimbu Ti Pardo Chimbu Devushi Topkes. Ti China Pardo Chimbas. Janso Chimbu Ti Pardo Chimbu Devushi Topkes. In order to go nowadays, where people go beyond ocean for pleasures, entertainment, business, all kind of reasons. Before, people go beyond only for business. There's no entertainment. It's kind of risky. There's no airplane, like a boat, but not very adequate, handmade. So they are going there to get something. That's why they go put so much effort to get something. That's why they're going. So going beyond perfections. Perfection is a meaning. Perfection, six perfections. Six perfections is the kind of mechanism that you utilize to go beyond. In this case, not just go beyond samsara, you go beyond sentient beings. Meaning you become fully enlightened. Fully enlightened. You just become fully enlightened. Beyond refers to enlightenment, not just nirvana, like ultimate nirvana. Nirvana, there's like temporary ultimate, and this is talking about ultimate nirvana, which is not different than enlightenment. Same thing, different name, same thing, okay? So, therefore, there will be results. So therefore, as I said, result is like immense, immeasurable. Therefore, it makes sense, it's worth it to practice this profession. So there's a great result. The koe pardo china karto bjis no jave ombo jez sanje komatos. Practicing six professions, then go beyond what is the benefit, then you become enlightened. Once you become enlightened, then there will be no problem. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's no limit. So that's the kind of like the explanation of the root text. So therefore, Master Nagarjuna is telling his friend King Deche Sangpo the reason why you should practice these professions best as you could, because the result is immense. There's a lot of immense benefit. And of course, share with the subject, his subject. So there's the brief explanation. So now, detailed explanation. First one, generosity. Jepar means detailed explanation. Then stanza number 9. Finally, I'm happy that some Tibetan texts they managed to put number. Waking up. What numbers? 9 to I go up and down for 4 or 5 times. Then eventually I find. So now more wisdom. Number 9. Yeah.
Any family in which the father and mother are honored will be together with Brahma and together with teachers. They'll become renowned for honoring them, and afterwards, as well, will attain rebirths of higher status.
So this is now like we are studying. We are studying, what we are studying? We are studying the letter sent by Master Nagarjuna to his friend. We are studying. What we are hoping to practice, to do, to achieve some results, okay? That's why we study, not just to collect information. So should not be like that, collect information. I think in the Lamrim teachings, they're like a part of the Lamrim teaching, kind of like the one Lama, like I think he used to be robber. He used to be robber. People change, people change. It's not like nature is not negative. If the nature is negative, there's no hope. People used to be robber, all of a sudden they become monk, they change. So people change. I think Geshe Gelek used to be robber, so they change. And the reading, so why am I telling the stories? The purpose of studying this text to implement and to achieve something, not just collect information. What do you mean implement? That's why I'm telling the story. Geshe Gelek, he's reading Lamrim, but he's sitting on, that's very typical in Tibet, sitting on animal fur, hide or fur. He's reading on Lamrim, say, that monk should not sit on animal hide. He has one. Immediately stood up, throw it out. That's what it means. Implementing, teaching right away. That's how you make progress. Or maybe like we find all kind of excuses. Then not maybe tomorrow. It never happened. That's like right away. Like, reading, monk should not sit on the height. He's sitting on one, just stood up, took it out. I don't think he threw it out, but he put it there. So then he said, okay, that was implemented. Yeah, like that. Okay. One day, he has benefactors, so people who give him food probably. Then they are coming. So he thought, like, maybe I should clean my room a little bit, make it look neat. He's kind of messy usually, but the way he said, of course, generally speaking, men are not very that clean, generally speaking, not definitely. But then he's cleaned up a little bit here, there, his particular altar. Clean up, then make offerings, then he's checking his motivation, he's checking his intentions. He found his intention is wrong. His intention is wrong to please the benefactor, maybe hoping to get more supplies or something. Then he grabbed a handful of dust, maybe then he threw all his offerings. Now all looks dusty. That's real. That is how I usually live. So if my benefactor comes, he or she will see how I live day-to-day life. So then, like somewhere, the one famous, the master is teaching, the big group, sense, or like one we could probably say clairvoyant sense, what Geshe Gelek just did. And then he's telling all this, there's thousands of people that he's telling, today, so many people make offerings, but Geshe Gelek offering is the best. Because Geshe Gelek managed to throw handful of dust, mouth of eight worldly concern, oh, praise, happy, criticize, not happy, find something happy, not find it. It's eight worldly concern. That is eight worldly concern, the pretending something. The Lama said, Geshe Gelek is the only one who managed to throw dust on the mouth of eight worldly concern. Then Geshe Gelek just sit there, he was happy, not pretending now. If benefactor come, that's what it looks like, usually looks like. It's real. So that's just want to say, purpose of studying this much as possible, whatever when we can, little by little, sake of your own happiness. So then these are the perfect things, okay? Oh yeah. No. Out of six perfection, the first one, perfection of generosity. And Kangshila Chaba Bulgashana, so whom I should offer, whom object, what kind of object, okay? Padama, parents, father and mother. Each one, generally speaking, like amount of stress, fear, anxiety they go through just to raise you, clothe you, feed you. So then when you look at the poor people, like my parents' generations, they have 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. Material-wise, how much they have? Almost nothing. What they do, how they make their money, they go to, in my parents' case, they go to day labor. What they do, build a road for army, because Sikkim, we are on the border with Tibet. What kind of job? Not sitting on the computer. Big piece of stone with a hammer, break them, make it gravel, all day long. End of the day, whoever in charge come, they measure bucket by bucket. That's how much you get. Probably all day, probably you make $2. And you have kids, 6, 7 kids at home to feed. They all sacrifice like that, in my case. So, and it's quite important to remember, that's why parents, giving to parents, there's more merit, that's the reason why, so then all the suffering, the sacrifice that related to the mind, you can see. You cannot see. Anxiety, fear of losing the kids, or fear they are worried, or they're hungry, they are not getting enough clothes, they can compete with kids from the neighbors, all kind of. So that's been happening beginning this time to till now, not just one time, beginning this time. So therefore, the parents, giving the parents is a lot of merit. So that's the one first object. Pada matala chobachin jimbatangas. Oh, that's how you practice generosity. Not just that, kong to tempatara gelon tangs. So then like Sangha member. Tamse, Tamse, I think it's like more like sadhu. Like, I'm the sadhu has been changed a lot. I don't think ancient sadhu smoke marijuana. So now, Nepal, there's a lot of sadhu. I'm not criticizing them, but I'm just telling the truth. So now the spiritual spiritual practice, they kind of smoke. So then sometimes you see some tourists sitting there hoping to get some. So that's for them, there's no punishment. For sadhu, so they can do. If somebody else do, probably they go to jail. In the public place, sadhu there for the spiritual purpose. So anyway, so the tamse. So tamse literally means Tibetan called tangsong, one who speaks truth. That is sadhu, one who speaks truth, never lies, to speak truth. Tangsong, they call tamse. And sometimes there can be like caste system, like I'm not sure what India, I'm not sure what they call a Brahman or caste system, higher caste. Temba, someone who's hungry. Xiannam la chebabu, Xiannam, so the Xie means probably friends, not relative friends. When you give, now it's here and some other day, when you give someone who's desperate, if you give, next time you will enjoy when you are desperate. Even like material-wise, it's just $1. You're giving $1. Material is $1, worth $1. Object-wise, it makes a big difference. If you give $1 somewhere in countryside of Nepal or India, Bangladesh, makes big difference here. Like what you can do, people don't like. That's like So time-wise, if you give on difficult time, that's the best time to give. Also, I met one like a long time ago in Mexico. I'm not sure which part of Mexico. There's one young man. He was in national team of Mexico. I'm not sure he'd do some like drugs. Then eventually they put him to jail. I met him right after he came out of jail, maybe after 1 week. Mother asked me to meet him to hear some questions. He told me when he was like in the team of like national athletic in Mexico, he received so much love, people give him so much love, so he's not really desperate. People give him so much. When he was in prison, even his mother, he said he was desperate for some love nobody gives. So I thought, that's why in the text it's correct. If somebody's desperate, you give them is much. It means something much more than just giving time-wise. So, so that like sibling, relative, they are doing well. So you kind of like when they are not doing well, then you don't call, you don't say like they are desperate for something. Then everybody's kind of abandoned them. That's kind of unfortunate. It's happening. It's happening everywhere. That there's a lot of benefit if you give. The human who is practicing generosity, become like a role model, something to look up, everybody has hope, everyone has hope, different kinds of hope. but giving that you kind of like feeling some hope. Jimba Dwe Rekongs, Lama Tsongkhapa, Song of Experience, the Lamrim, that Lamrim Lama Tsongkhapa Kilil State, Jimba Dwe Rekong Yishinos. Practice of generosity is like wish fulfilling jewel. It kind of fulfill somebody. Everybody has a hope, all kind of hope, and many of them, based on material things. If you give something, then their hope has been filled up, and fulfilled. So the next time when you need something, every action has reactions. Every action is a result. Same thing, same meaning, same thing. Every action has reactions. Every action is a result, same thing. Then we also talk. So impermanent, not much meaning. Impermanent, not much meaning. And impermanent. It's good to time to time, good to refresh your thinking about things. If you become too tight, and make sure don't become like that, it will cause pain. Enjoy, then make sure don't become too tight, don't too exaggerate. In the end, there's not much meaning. Even this body has not much meaning. When you die, it becomes nothing. So then, of course, everything else becomes nothing. So back of the mind, we kind of know, but we still don't get it. Back of the mind, we kind of know, but we don't get it. Therefore, nothing changed because we don't get. We kind of intellectually understand, but we don't really understand. That's why nothing changed. It's same thing, nothing changed. Then that person who's practiced the generosity, that person has become a role model, and this person is like good persons. That person have probably some good guidance. Maybe good parents, good teachers, or like maybe a good king that emphasize on importance of giving, or 6 perfections, like King Dejo Sambo, friend of Nagarjuna, like that. Then you are on the right path. If you put some effort, it will lead to something good. Then other way around, okay, like hoping to go to some higher place by harming someone. Ignorance, that's not going to happen. Like that. So then, unfortunately, there's many people believe like that. These are the objects whom you give, okay. So now, second, when means but. Tedala jimbatana kari pinjire chinas. Tedala jimbatana kari pinjire na yutenam chaba puni jimbatana tsidi onto china nyenda yabashimus. This result is whether you have intention or not intention. This result will happen, whether you have motivation or not motivations. This is the result. One is like fame. Nyembe Taba. Jimba Dwe, the Song of Experience by Lama Tsongkhapa. Jimba Dwe Yishinos. Generosity fulfill people's wishes. Therefore, it's like wish fulfilling jewel. Sene Devachibe Tsunjacho is the best weapon because miserliness is like knot. When you tie the shoe, not just knot, tight knot. That's the best weapon to cut that knot, like stinginess. Send in the budget, change your best weapon, giving the best weapon to cut this. Like a knot, tight knot, that's not very tight knot, that's like stinginess. Send in the budget, mushroom ningdo jebe, jataje, mushroom ningdo jebe, jataje. Mushroom means discourage. Mushroom means courage. Ningdo, there's power in the heart. There's power in your heart. Increase. Bodhisattva did. That's what is that? That's what Bodhisattva did. Kind of like generate courage, power in your heart. Nyembe taba choju dobishis. Nyembe taba fame, chokchur, 10 directions. So like everywhere, not just that. Like that is the result. That result is not based on the motivations. So that result is not based on the motivation. Then like here, even if we say like, oh, that person is so generous, so kind, so generous. So that's the fame, different degree of fame. So generous, so kind all the time, like that. Then Nyanta means fame will come. Teya miti yabutus, people say that's very good persons. That person is very honest, truthful, and that person has courage and like there's power in heart and honest, very sincere, genuine, sincere, and thinking very clearly, miti, cheba, sheshin, tinsoa, and that person kind of remember. Cheba, sheshin means, like, it's like recalling the kindness. That's also important, recalling the kindness. Somebody gives something to you, and that moment you are so happy after like a few days, you completely forget. That's not the best deed. So but unfortunately, we remember somebody did something wrong, we remember that long time, we meditate on, then again, somebody did something good, we forget. Like we forget, and we even forget like how our parents raised us. We act like we become like this, but it's not true. So recalling the kindness is very important. Cheba sheshings means recalling the kindness. Then what to do if you can? Repair, whatever ways. So cheba sheshing, tinswa, that's what it means. Mi yabuji duji tabojo. Then people will say, you don't need to ask them, oh, can you tell somebody else, oh, I'm a good person, I'm going to give you this food. Don't need to say that. So the result is not based on the motivation, it will happen, it's not based. Or if you think it will happen, if you don't think it's not like, you don't need to do that. That is the best way to gain some fame, rather than, doing all kinds of things to attract people's attention. Maybe harder. You may get some attention, but it's harder to get attention. And the best, so give nyembe taba, choju dobishis, nyembe taba, fame, choju, 10 directions. That the fame will spread 10 directions, according to Lama Tsongkhapa, Song of Experience, the Lamrim in that, okay? This is very important. Recall the kindness, the repair. Then just take, and don't appreciate. Not good. It can happen between two persons. That can happen with community, society, country. It could happen for anything. But recalling the kindness and repair, very important. Tinsoa. So then that person is considered as a good person. Oh yeah. Yeah, so then people will say, oh, good person. No need to beg for that. People will say, this is like, the result is definite. Tene, lemates. Lema means future. There's like old word for future, lemas, very like dharma word. Chewachima, next life. Thori su chewachula, thori nguanto. Thori, like 3 higher realms. 3 higher realms, the result. Thea Jimba Tawala Tene Tsechima Tori Sayelida Mulu Tona Jawasambaleges. Tori means higher state, refers to Deva realm, human realm, Deva realm, human realm. Yes, the Junze Ti Chinas. Therefore, there's a lot of result, a lot of unintended result by practicing giving. Therefore, Nagarjuna said, give. Give order. So now, like 9 round death meditations, when you look at that meditations, 9 round death meditations, there's 3 root. First one, death is definite. Time of death is uncertainty. Then what follows after death? Each has 3 reasons, 3. Therefore, it's called 9 round death meditation. There's each reason 3. So, practice. Why you die? Practice. When? Today. Why? When you die is unknown. Unknown. Could be tomorrow, anytime. Therefore, now. Meaning cannot wait. And just do that. Why? That is the only thing that matters after when your breath ceases. Nothing else. You never saw like somebody carrying house with them. You never saw like people driving car. That's the fact, whether you believe in religion or not. That's the fact. Everybody, the same thing, even cannot carry this body. So how you can carry this one? Nothing. So same thing here. Not just giving, doing anything good. We cannot afford to wait. We should do now. Why? Maybe there's no chance tomorrow. I think so, yeah. You think so? It's past almost now, in this case, 60 years. That's why you think, oh, not tomorrow, maybe there'll be tomorrow. Like, there's another master, there's very famous Tibetan masters. Tamje Cheju Machu Nishutals. 20 years passed without any practice, 20 years. Yeah, so child playing, eat, play, that's all you think, then become teenager, then all kind of like distracted, like especially you live in a development country, you get more distracted, like not like Tamje Chejuma Ju Nishu tells that Kungdang, Lama Kungdang said, 20 years has been passed, not even got a chance to practice Dharma. Does the ring bells? Yes, it does ring. It rings bells. Oh, Tamje Chejuma Ju Nishu tells. Then Chedu Ngala Nishu tells. Oh, I'm going to do. Another 20 years pass. That's 40 years. So then, oh no, so now they're just regretting 20 years, life 60 years. Nowadays people live a little longer, but in Tibet, when you become 60, it's pretty much finished, you know. So then, like hoping to another human life, maybe practice is like it's not realistic. Once you already have one, you can do. So now, hoping maybe get another one, then do probably like anything positive, not just giving anything positive. Okay, so I think all my friends, including myself, have something that need to think daily basis, like minimizing harsh speech day by day, and minimizing negative thought, minimizing like physical, like there's I can do, the mouth can say something, but I can make people angry, hand and hit the people angry. Otherwise, I'm not how physically you can, but there are so many in mind. So then slowly trying to gain some control, slowly, day by day, letting go with the idea of impermanent, something breaks, don't fight, Somebody says something, so then like slowly, like try to take care of your life, increase peace and decrease pain. So with wisdom and knowledge, like start teaching like that, okay? Oh yeah. Da lema de jewa chima tu jewa teya jimba tawala tene che chima tu sai midu. Therefore, all this result, unintended result, will happen. Therefore, Nagarjuna said, give. That is the detailed explanation of the generosity. So we'll stop here. So maybe next Wednesday, morality or ethics, okay? Oh yeah. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, namaste.
In the Gampa, please turn to page 235 in the Gold Prayer Book. And we'll say the general dedication prayers. Gewadi Nyotudak Lama Tugyurne Chuk Sem Chok Rinpoche, Ma Ke Panam Ke Gyurchik, Ke Wan Yam Ba Me Pa Yang, Gong Ne Gong Du Pel War Sho, Jam Pel Pa Wo Ji Ta Chen Pa Dang, Kung Tu San Po De Yang De Shin Te, De Da Kun Ji Je Su Dak Lok Chir, Gewa Di Dak Tam Je Rap Tu No, Du Sum Shek Pe Gewa Tam Che Ki, Lo Wa Gang La Chok Tu Ngak Pa De, Dak She Gewe Ta Wa Di Kun Kyang, Sang Po Che Chi Rap Tu Ngak Pa Ki. Dagi Ji Ne Sat Pe Gewa Di, Tendang Drowa Kun La Gang Pendang, Che Par Je Tsu Lo Sang Drak Pai, Tenpe Nyingpo Rindu Sel Je Shog. And page 244 for the Long Life Prayer for His Holiness. Gang Ri Ra We Ko We Shin Kam Dir, Pendang Dewa Ma Lu Jung We Ne, Chen Rui Si Guang Tian Zin Gyat So Vi, Sha Pe Si De Bar Du Ten Ur Chi. And the next page for Sarah J. Khensa Rinpoche. Chonu Ne Nagla Wang Jo Tu, Awa Tare Tsemba Rasu Ba, Lok Zang Gyal We De Tong Lake Pel Chok, Sha Se Gen Gyur Lama So Wa De. And inside the back cover, the prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche's swift return. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Dravakas and Pacheka Buddhas, victorious Losang, Father and Sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving significantly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And now inside the front cover, for the long life prayers for Geshe Gelek and Geshe Sangpo. Gewe lam nadren pe de punchog, leg she down parter we nin morje, chuki tsawa mi tong she nyen chog, drag pa pong we lama jab ten che. Gewe chuki bag jab rob ten ching, Pelden la me dam nyak ning la chang, zang po ja wei nien chen dai ja pe, shen yen chen po ku che rab ten che. And now 7 Tara mantras for the benefit of all beings. Om tari tu re so ha. 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 Om tari tu re so ha.
We just do one round Tonglen prayer, just 5 minutes. It's not 8:30 yet. Tonglen, because so many, so much happening. So, just send all your virtuous thoughts, send the people who are struggling, okay? Lama Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, good night. So, see you next Wednesday, okay? Oh, yeah.
Good night, my friends. Thank you for coming.
Night, y'all.